News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester, looking at absolutely gorgeous sunshine, a little bit on the cool side. We'll check with Matthew here in just a moment and see what our thermometer is reading. But right now, I got a funny feeling we're going to be running about 8 to 10 degrees below normal for this time of the year, until we get toward the tail end of the work week, and then we're going to be a lot closer to 15 degrees below normal. Much colder air is on the horizon, and of course, along with it, more in the way of lake effect snows. That probably was the big headline over the weekend, over the extended Thanksgiving weekend, with a lot of folks on the road and a lot of folks having some rather interesting driving conditions, especially on the west side of the state and up north. The northwest corner of the lower peninsula getting hit with all sorts of snow and sleet, freezing rain, very slippery roads. And of course, along the west side of the state, from west central all the way down into the southwest corner of the lower peninsula, we did see a lot of folks picking up anywhere from 8 to 12 inches, and of course, some record-breaking snows in northern Michigan, in particular the Gaylord area, picking up altogether close to 25 inches of snow, and still more snow is on the horizon. We'll touch on all of that in just a moment, but Matthew, as of right now, what do we have temperature-wise?
Currently, over at the airport, it's sunny at 33. Over in Midland, it's sunny at 34. Here at Radio Center, it's mostly sunny at 32. We have northwest winds at 10 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.25, and it's rising.
Midland shares the hot spot in the state with, of all places, Beaver Island, 34 degrees. And I guess we could say hot spot. That's the warmest location that we can find anywhere in the state, looking at a lot of temperatures in the upper 20s to the low 30s. And we do have a little bit of a wind to contest right now. We're looking at northwest breeze, as Matthew said, about 10 miles per hour. That wind is going to pick up just a little bit, but not much tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll become a little bit more westerly than northwesterly, and then we will see some gusts later in the day tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night into the 20-25 mile per hour range. And then Wednesday, when a frontal system will be moving through, we'll see some wind gusts of close to 30 miles per hour, which means a whole lot more in the way of lake effect activity. The frontal system that will be moving through is not going to have much of anything in the way of moisture associated with it. It looks as though the wind is going to generate all of the snow, whatever it is. Fortunately, for a lot of the folks that have to do shoveling so far in northern Michigan and the west side, it's more powder than it is any moist texture to the snow. So it's a little bit easier to handle, but still, visibility has been a major issue, a lot of accidents, and of course, we've just got to get things cleared off as we go through the next few days, because we are going to continue to see some snow shower and snow flurry activity. Vanderbilt has just under 3 feet of snow on the ground right now. The Gaylord area, we're looking at upwards of 25 inches. Mansalona has 18 inches of snow. The Boyne area has picked up close to 17 inches. Baraga up in the Upper Peninsula is looking at right around 16. Manitowoc is looking at better than a foot. Granville has 11 inches. East Grand Rapids is looking at 8. Now, as far as Sault Ste. Marie is concerned, they've been keeping records since 1888. And as of right now, it is the 6th snowiest day or period of time, the end of November at Sault Ste. Marie. So they're well on their way to picking up quite a bit of snow. When are we going to warm up? Well, not this week. It does appear as though if we have a chance of warming up at all, it's going to be a little bit closer to not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after that. That's when we're going to begin to see temperatures averaging at normal, if not maybe a little bit above normal. So the period of the 9th through the 15th is what we're going to be looking at as far as our temperatures moderating some, and the precipitation pattern throughout the entire period, starting with right now all the way through the 15th, is going to be at or slightly above normal. And the reason for that, again, lake effect activity. End of this week, our temperatures are going to be running about 10 degrees below average. Average is 39 in the afternoon and 27 at night. The record high in this state was set back in 1982, which is a very interesting year. 1982, December was very mild. Matter of fact, a lot of folks remember the Christmas of 1982 when we broke all sorts of records with our temperatures in the middle 60s. The record high on this date that was set back in 1982 was 63. Now, the record low on this date, 3 degrees, and it was set 3 times, 1940, 1966, and 1976. The coldest ever, 2nd of December, was in 1966. 13 was our high, 3 was our low. The warmest ever, 1982. 63 was our high, 53 was our low. A year ago on this date, 35 was our high, 24 was our low. We had traces of precipitation, but for the most part, it was uneventful. We had, as of the 12th of, or I should say the 2nd of December, we've had right around 3.5 inches of snow accumulated in southeast Michigan. But as of right now, many of our reporting stations are reporting, if anything, a trace, and that's about it. That, in a nutshell, is what the weather is looking like as of right now. Oh, incidentally, sun sets this evening at 5:01. Yesterday, Matthew, was meteorological beginning of winter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, astronomical is going to be the 21st, I think it is, of December. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who have we got?
Up next, we have Gary Kaufman from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend.
What would you like in the second break?
All right, let's take a look here. I think we got ACH seeds.
Yeah, yep.
We want to play that. Kind of keep in the back of your mind there 3015.
3015?
Yeah, we might want to use that.
Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yield? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting.
We'll probably want to talk to Stoutenberg after we get done with the markets.
Better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. You know, they are your Dairyland seed dealer. They do carry the full line of corn and Enlist soybean seed, proven weed control, designed to get you a better harvest. And right now, they've got a good supply all across the Dairyland varieties, including the all-new Vorseed and PowerCore Enlist traded corn hybrids. Justin Varner, he's the guy to see. Dairyland Seed. They've got seed with your name on it. From your friends at Freeland Bean and Grain. Since 1983, we're serving you is their business. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Gary, hope you had a nice weekend. Sure did. Got plenty of turkey and plenty of turkey leftovers for the last 3 days, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's especially that pecan pie. Ugh. Yeah, I never thought that I'd like it, quite frankly, because I always had pumpkin and cherry and apple and everything else to go with it. But I started in on the pecan pie, and I couldn't leave that alone. That's it, huh? Yeah. All right. Speaking of go-to, now we're starting the month of December off here. Are these guys shaping up here a little bit, or are we going to have to contend with more fighting? Now, as we begin to wrap up the year, are we looking at any reports that are going to be coming out here in December? You know, it's something that you really don't remember. You don't pay that much attention to. But when we talk about South America, I mean, we're talking spring and summer down there. So, we take a look at what spring and summer do here. The crops, if they're looking good, boy, there is a lot of promise there, isn't it? Yeah, more pressure. That's what it looks like. Gary, you have a great day. We'll talk to you again soon, okay? You betcha. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. Market report brought to you by Thumb Bank, making agricultural loans since 1895. They're going to help you stay up to date on industry trends and the trends, how they fit your operation. Thumb Bank does have locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust, equal opportunity lender and member FDIC. Market report also brought to you by Ed Raymond's, quality clothing and shoes since 1919. And they have really been busy down at Ed Raymond's with the weather changing the way it is, with the chilly conditions, some like we haven't seen for the past couple of years or so. Carhartts, Red Wing shoes and boots, Stormy Cromer accessories, they're all in big demand. But the folks at Ed Raymond's, they're fully stocked and they can take care of whatever you need. They also have a big selection of big and tall sizes there too. Celebrating more than 100 years at 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning. Go find out a little bit more about them by going to edraymond's.com. Doug Klein, good morning. I hope you had a nice weekend. Yes, we did. What was your favorite? Gary Kaufman mentioned about the pecan pie, and I got into it a little bit as well. As far as desserts goes, did you ever get that far? Ooh, no. I like it with the bananas in it. Yeah, yeah. Boy, here we get started on pies. I'm picking up extra pounds just talking about it. What do we got going on in Chicago?
Not the Dow yet, but they'll come along.
We got Robert on the line?
I'll do that right now.
All right.
Do we have Mr. Eric today?
No.
No, Mr.
Nope.
Eric.
Nope.
5% today. Stellantis lost their CEO over the weekend. Apparently that was bad for the company. So they hit new lows. So I don't know what's going to happen to the Jeep and all that Chrysler brand. So have to see. And I heard Nissan is not doing so hot either.
Hey, Mr. Stoutenberg, are you ready for the farm show? Sounds good. Please hold.
Is that clock pretty much right on?
Let's see if I can see what it says. Nope, it's off by about 7 seconds.
Got it. Okay.
January soybeans 980 and a half, down 9. March soybeans 986 3/4, down 9 1/4. December wheat 539 and a half, up 7 1/4.
Are you ready, Mr. Jerry?
March wheat is 550 and a 1/4.
Sounds good. Please hold.
Crude oil is 68.01, up a penny. Heating oil is 218.79, down a half a penny. Gasoline 191.12, that's up 1 1/4 cents. Natural gas 321 1/4, down 15 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.4071 Canadian, that's up 69 ticks. The dollar buys 149.35 yen, that's down 40 ticks. The euro 104.84, down 91 ticks. That's going to be good for their economy someday. And the dollar's at 106.50, up 76 ticks. So I think there's a lot of money coming this way because our stock market is hot. And that's the way you play it, is the dollar. So
All righty. You have yourself a good one, Doug. We'll talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Simplot Grower Solutions. Cover crops, weed control, and benefits. That's the name of a meeting coming up on Tuesday, December the 10th at the Saginaw Valley Research and Extension Center in the Richville area. A number of featured speakers, and of course, there is going to be some RUP and MAEAP credits available, CCA credits as well. For more information, just give Sarah Donovan a call, 989-693-6127, and let her know that you're going to be showing up. That'll help as far as getting a food order in. Again, that is coming up at the Saginaw Valley Research and Extension Center on December the 10th. Kick off at about 8:30 in the morning. Let's check in on the sugar beet industry right now, see what is happening. Robert Stoutenberg joining us right now. His report brought to you by the folks at Foster Blue Water Oil and Blue Flame Propane. Rob, good morning. Hey, we're doing great, and I understand the sugar industry is doing just fine too. Are we getting any reports right now? I would imagine it's still pretty preliminary, but reports on how the harvest has fared? Now, as far as soil is concerned, we really didn't tear up too much of the soil, did we? And I guess my question would be, as far as the tillage is concerned, any recommendations from you guys? And as far as the plants are concerned? And the guys right now are at seed week, right? All righty. Rob, always good to talk. We'll talk to you again soon. All righty. You take care. You betcha. Rob Stoutenberg, agronomist with Michigan Sugar. And again, his report brought to you by Foster Blue Water Oil and Blue Flame Propane. Jerry Samalski joining us right now. Jerry, good morning. How are you? Good day to be pruning, huh?
See, south of the border here.
Jerry, right.
Ohio State, and they were talking about fresh cut Christmas.
Hello, is Mr. Rafe ready for the farm show? Sounds good.
Good suggestion. Jerry, you take care. Have a good one, all right? Okay, Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Let's get the latest right now from our attorney here in Saginaw, who specializes in agriculture and farms, Jerry Rife. Good morning, Jerry. How are you? I understand you have a big meeting coming up here in a couple of days. Yeah. Yeah, succession planning is really important. Again, that date and time, Jerry? That's great. Jerry, you take care. Have yourself a great meeting. We'll talk to you again soon, okay? You betcha. We'll be right back.
One certainty in agriculture is that just when we think we have things figured out,
So we can probably do a 30, I think.
Let's see here. Yeah, we should be able to.
Right.
Beta or PC?
PC.
PC.
Yeah, beta is competition with ACH. So.
and have the necessary resources available to adjust and ensure a successful 2025 sugar beet crop. ACH Seeds looks forward to growing with you.
This is Peter Maxwell, your ACH Seeds independent sales agent. With the first year of field production under our belt, we have gained valued experience with our new 200 series of varieties. The knowledge gained will help us do an even better job of variety placement for 2025. Choosing the right varieties will be even more important with the transition to a new quality payment system. Seed supplies are good, and I'm excited to help growers sort through the variety choices. I look forward to hearing from you and working toward continued success. Thanks again for partnering with ACH Seeds.
ACH Seeds, growing with you.
Do you have a yield monitor in your combine? Do you print off a pretty picture every year, but you don't know what to do with it? Why don't you have PCI Solutions analyze your data to help you make profitable decisions for the upcoming season? We can help you analyze your data from your planter, sprayer, or combine and compare it to your soil types and nutrient availability.
We now conclude with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City. There we go.
How'd the farm show go today?
Excellent.
Any exciting plans for the rest of today?
Yeah, I got a meeting to go to up in Bay City. I gotta leave here at 1:30. I'll have to do the final on the road later.
Mhm.
And then if Charlie's here, have him load it up for me.
Not gonna lie, when it comes to the Lions, I'm a little nervous. We've lost so many people to injuries, and then it's like we just lost two other players this last Thanksgiving game to injuries. Anzalone, he's out until playoffs. Hutch is out for the season. Rodriguez, he's out for the season. And it's like we've lost so many good players too, and like season-ending injuries, and it's like,
Yeah.
I saw that we just signed what's his name, Jamal Adams, or that safety from Seattle.
Yes.
I heard that they're most likely gonna drop him down to linebacker though, because apparently he was like a hybrid over at Seattle, but apparently he's gonna be playing backward, probably outside.